Today we're going to talk about what we love about our new life here in Colombia.
Welcome to How to Expat. My name is Tacha.
My name is Sam, and at How to Expat we help expats relocate. In this video we're going to talk about what we love about our new life in Colombia, what has changed, and what holds us here in the country of Colombia. So let's start with we are more independent than what we have been in Switzerland. So being an expat allowed us to live a life of more kind of entrepreneurship. We founded a couple of different businesses and stuff, and are able to make our ends meet with that. And it's just we have our own schedule. It's like we work more than in Switzerland, we have to say, as like employees. But still, it's on our terms. If we want to work, we work. If we don't want to work, then we just have to give up, let's say, the money that we would earn in this direction. So how is it for you?
I think I have, even though he just said that we work more, I still feel like I have more time. Which means, like, for example, I always wanted to have a dog, but I just didn't have the time to have a dog, because like just have a dog to be at home, that does not make any sense. So now we have one, and we have the time to walk him and all that, so we can schedule pretty much like our day around the things we prioritize, which we couldn't do before because there was always a boss telling you what to do, right? So we have more freedom in that aspect.
Exactly. There's always on that time, maybe half an hour here or 45 minutes there, where now we can go out with the dog and get a coffee. And if you're in a cubicle in an office, you just have to sit there and pretend like you're doing something, right? I think we all know how that's going. But that's way different now. Then the other thing, or another thing, is it's really more a people-based society here in Colombia. So people have more time for you. It's not like that, making money is top priority, or I don't know, being punctual is top priority. It's always people-based. So how is that for you?
About that point?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's not less of a hassle. Like the people, like more people-based things can be like more, you have to be more social and like be more sensitive to people. You can't just go up to someone and tell them, I want this and that. You first have to ask, how are you doing, and that kind of thing. So that comes with problems if you're not used to that, let's say. But in general, I like that because it's just like the interactions are more social, in my opinion. And I like that people see you as a person and not as a business. And I think that's what I like about that. Like, And another thing is that since we're living here, I mean, you know about our cost of living videos, most probably. It's less expensive living here too. So, and a lot of things are actually for free, like concerts and nice parks and that kind of thing. So we have more flexibility, more time on our hands, and we can do more stuff that we couldn't do in Switzerland due to nice weather here. We have to mention that too. But also it's inexpensive, so you don't have to think about, or you don't have to save up money for a specific thing. But it's so inexpensive that you have just more freedom with that too, in a way.
Exactly, completely agree on that.
Comes down to freedom, I guess.
And especially here in Medellin, another point is we have so nice climate. Of course, if you live in Bogota, it's a little chilly. If you live on the coast, it's freaking hot. But here in Medellin, the climate we have in our new life here in Colombia, Medellin, it's just amazing. Like for us Swiss people, it feels like summer all year round. Like the worst days we have, if it's a little overcast throughout the whole day and a little rainy. So I think just yesterday we had, or the day before, a little like where it was rainy throughout the whole day a little bit, and that's just a couple of days out of the year, and the rest of the year is just perfect. So that's just amazing. Then you can talk about pet friendliness.
Oh yeah, well, if you don't like dogs, I don't know if you want to come to Medellin. They're everywhere. In the malls, on the streets, you can take them to the restaurants. It's really pet friendly. You can take them into the taxis most of the times. And so in general, it's really pet friendly. You see a lot of signs, even in the malls, like, okay, your dog can accompany you to this place, but here he has to stay out. So it's really like pet friendly, and you always see the signs like are dogs allowed or not? So you don't even have to ask. So having a dog here is amazing.
Yeah, I think the last point on our list, is probably healthy food. So that's one thing. If you want to have healthy food in Switzerland, it's not too much of a problem, but from our statistics we know that you probably sit in the US or Canada, and when we travel there, or from clients we know that we have on our tours here and stuff, we just know that getting good, healthy, organic, unprocessed foods is a real hassle. And in Switzerland it's
and
a little bit
expensive.
like that too. And expensive. Here in Medellin or Colombia, it's all the way the opposite. So if you go to a restaurant, you can spend $3, let's say, on a lunch menu, which is very, very nice. You get healthy protein, good kind of base side dish, let's say rice or potatoes or something like that. And if you want to go to a McDonald's, for example, it will be more expensive. So a McDonald's menu, let's say a Big Mac or something, costs around $5-6, which is pretty similar to the US. And normal healthy lunch menu is kind of half of that. So, and this goes through all of that. Meat, for example, if you go to a grocery store, it's more or less the same price than the US, but veggies, fruits, all that is so much less expensive. Yep. So it's kind of crazy. Do you want to add something there?
Just in general, grocery shopping is less expensive if you go for the more natural, which means like more organic, more fruit, more vegetables way than processed, because everything that is always already pre-packed, you just pay more for that. So in general, well, you're healthier, and it's more inexpensive, so less expensive. So
and it's crazy. You can like the apples, for example, they're not as shiny or anything like that. So you have these black spots. That's just normal here. And if you're honest, like probably if you see a nice apple and not so nice apple, you're gonna take the nice apple. But if you're honest to yourself, like there's no real big difference. And even if you don't like it, you just snibble it out and that's it. So you can even find like groceries or fruits with still dirt on and the roots on there and stuff. And I actually write that exactly. So it's fresh and it's picked from not too long ago. So these were a couple of points. What we love about our new life here, living in Colombia full time since a couple of years now. And is there something you want to add?
No, I think that's pretty much it. To be honest, those are just a few points. There are so many more reasons why we love to live here, but in general, let's just keep it that way.
If you want to find out if life in Colombia could be something for us, we offer Skype consultations. So if you want to talk to us and ask your specific questions, we will be happy to answer them. The link to the Skype consultation is down below.